Project Search was founded in 1995 at Cincinnati Children's Hospital by Aaron Rael, nurse administrator, and Susie Rakowski, special education director at Great Oaks Career Campuses. This program has been successfully implemented in 39 states and 4 countries. Project Search is an internship program for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities that focuses on training employability skills provided through internships in local businesses. Durham Regional Hospital, part of Duke University's health system, is the first host business in the Triangle and the first hospital to host Project Search in North Carolina.
Durham Regional as a community has gotten to know these students, and we're very invested in their future, and we're invested into what happens to them. I also think it helps us reach out to the community a little bit so we know what's going on out there. We know, hey, there's this whole group of people that, can use our help as much as we can use their help. And it's mutually beneficial.
Project Search provides our students with an opportunity to gain work experiences. These are experiences that they typically would not gain in the classroom.
My name is Nicole Gray. I work here at Project Search. I work for OE Enterprises, and I'm a job coach. With my students working in Central Sterile, they learn many different types of skills. Central Sterile is a very fast-paced environment, so I think the fact that they know how to work in a fast-paced environment will really get them ready for the real world, no matter if they're working at a restaurant or a grocery store or a retail store, whatever it is, they know how to work fast and they know how to work efficiently. They also learn how to interact with other people, other employees who they work with, which is a great skill for them to learn.
Project Search, a nationally recognized award-winning model, is the result of planning, grants, and support from Alliance Behavioral Healthcare, North Carolina Vocational Rehabilitation, OE Enterprises Incorporated, Durham Public Schools, and Durham Regional Hospital.
So with transition planning, we want to make sure with our young adults that we're looking at all life domains, and that's in between where they're going to live, how they're going to be lifelong learners, and how they're going to have a meaningful and productive day after they exit high school. And what Project Search has allowed us to do is to really focus on giving them strong vocational skills, so when they are ready to exit high school, they have skills to put on a resume, to put on an application. They have the community supports of vocational rehabilitation, OE Enterprises Incorporated, the supports that come along with Alliance Behavioral Healthcare, and then we can help transition them into competitive employment.
My name is Kimba Sambu, and I'm with Vocational Rehabilitation Services. I'm the liaison counselor for VR, which is our agency. This program has actually validated them, giving them that sense of self that they needed to move forth in the workplace.
Part of how the program works from Alliance's perspective is that when the student is school age and they're in their last year of school, they're participating in the Project Search program. And then upon graduation, we actually continue to provide funding for that student to have a job coach, a one-on-one job coach, to help in the job development process. If they're able to find a job at the host site, that's great, but if that's not available to them, that one-on-one job coach will be funded to help that student find another job.
So my favorite thing about Project Search is that it brings together students with disability who spent most of their high school career in separate setting. It brings them right into the community at Durham Regional Hospital. And every day I get to see students with disability working together with great employees, creating community together, complementing each other, changing each other's distribution. Every day they work together, and then they come into this classroom and tell me their stories. They've made new relationships. Students who used to not talk all of a sudden want to communicate. They're discovering their abilities. And I've taught for 8 years before that in a classroom, in a public school, and tried so hard to get all this out of the students, but once we put them in the hospital, in the work environment, it's the energy of the workers that desire to belong, that desire to contribute, that makes a difference in their lives. And once they're done with Project Search, they only get 1 year to do this internship, and we put them in 3 different departments, and once they're done, all that is on their mind is work. Because work meant to them much more than just money. It's belonging. It's I am needed. After spending a lifetime of having all these professionals take care of me, all of a sudden I walk in every day into a department that needs me, and being treated like a professional by other professionals. changes people's view of themselves, their self-confidence. Their dreams for their lives change.
I'm an intern in ACU, and I work hard, make up the beds, and if Jeffrey or Christy need help, I help them out. I make sure that everything needs to be done. Linens need to be refilled in ACU. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure what needs to be done, because that's my job, and that's what I like about Project Search. It gives you an opportunity to show your work.
Kids with disabilities have a hard time sometimes finding jobs and just fitting into the world today. And my goal was, working with Leroy, being his mother. I seen all the strength that he had, and I wanted him to not look at himself as being disabled, but look at himself as being, I can do, and live a normal life like other kids.
One of my favorite things to do with Project Search is when the students come in August at the beginning of the school year, we ask them what their dream is. What is their vision for their life? And it's so limited. And after 1 or 2 internships of 8 or 9 weeks in a department of this hospital, these are all the different departments that we're in, they have ideas of what they want to do. They want to work with money. They want to work with patients. They want to help people. They want to work with instruments. They want to have a job that has a uniform. They want to eat lunch. One of my second favorite questions is, if you could go out to lunch with anybody in the world, who would you want to invite? They almost always want to invite somebody from the department they just had an internship in. So in terms of growth and possibility, it opens their life to so many more possibilities.
Just praying and just hoping that it was somebody somewhere could see what I seen, raising this great young boy who had so much energy that can give back to the world and show the world that disability could be changed into a world of just being a normal person if you're given that chance. And Project Search have definitely gave Leroy a chance.
The second thing that's really important to me about Project Search is how welcomed we were by Durham Regional Hospital. From the minute we hit the ground, we worked together with 5 different agencies, but Durham Regional shared with us all of the steps that every employee has to go through before they get this ID badge. So we have to go through safety screenings and hygiene rules and all of the protocol for a regular employee, and we go through 2 to 3 weeks of training, careful training, before we walk into any one of these departments. But the students are very motivated to learn all these rules and regulations because everybody wants to have an ID. And when they walk through the hospital with this ID, no one can tell if they're an intern or not, so they know that they have to carry themselves in a professional way, because as soon as they put on this ID, they represent Durham Regional Hospital.
Hopefully, one day, I hope I get a job here. That's my biggest dream, to get a job here.
I look at Leroy. He's been here since August, and I don't look at him as being a child with disability. I look beyond that, and I look at him as a child that have overcame his disability and able to live a normal life through Project Search in Durham Public Schools.
With Project Search, students are embraced as able and competent learners and employees, and they're supported by other adults who challenge them to rise to their greatest ability. Disability becomes non-existent once we choose to view and treat people as abled contributors in every aspect of life. That's what Project Search has done, and that's the new paradigm that it creates.
Give your child a chance. We as parents, sometimes we look at our children and we limit them, but it's so much strength in every child, whether it's a smile and we just got to look at our children and look over their disability and just give them a chance. And that's what Leroy needed. He needed a chance to show the world that, he's able, he can do, if given a chance, the same thing other kids can do with assistance. So I would tell the parents to, after high school, don't just stop there. And we are living in a city now, it's a city of medicine, but I would add on to a city that cares. Durham really cares about kids, and they have a motto of no child left behind, and I was thinking about that this morning, and Durham Public Schools really lives up to that motto. We don't have to see our kids sit home and be set aside, but given a chance to show the strength and reach their goals that they have in their heart.
It is my hope that parents, students, and teachers who watch this video and learn about Project Search will see the incredible opportunity that awaits those students who meet the criteria. Exploring this option requires courage to let go of that which we find comfortable, familiar, and safe. And the outcomes for our students can be exponential as we allow ability to eliminate disability.
I wish there was Project Search for every student who comes from a self-contained classroom all across North Carolina. And if we keep on doing what we're doing here, that will happen.